a nightmare. Wow. Okay, so I managed now with my phone, and I hope that my people are still gonna come because we've been trying this for 20 minutes. And thank you so much for everybody who had the patience to stay, anyways, because that was totally insane. Welcome to Conversations with Ntsiki Mazwai. Every single Sunday at 9 a.m., we unpack some of the topical issues going on in South Africa, and I guess around the world. This is an uncensored platform. You can say what you like, you can be what you like, just do it respectfully, and we are all good. And now the inspiring thing that I was reading was coming from that phone. So now I don't have an intro for my today's topic. It's Women's Month in South Africa. So this month we're just going to focus on issues affecting women. So a lot has been happening. A lot has been happening, especially like in our political sides, like in terms of how women are treated. I don't know if you noticed, but with the Kusala Diko story, it's so easy to tear down a woman. And there have been so many men who have been so corrupt and nothing has ever happened to them. I remember a few years ago, because I got this terrible memory that is actually, I just remember everything. So a few years ago, there was an article in the Sunday World about how Thibaut Touch had set up an NPO and was using it for the wrong reasons, him and Balula. And apparently that NPO financed them going to visit Floyd Mayweather, and nothing ever happened to Balula. Also, with the incident where he told state secrets to Somizi, nothing happened to him. So I'm seeing a trend in ANC where it's easy to discipline women, but they struggle with disciplining men. So it's clear as day in South Africa that women don't have a voice, and yeah, we just don't matter. This morning I got into a little bit of a like, what the fuck are you saying, brother, with somebody, where it's amazing how black men, they understand white oppression and how white oppression feels on them, and how white people dismiss black oppression. But they don't understand that they do the exact same thing to black women. And we've been watching over the past couple of months, weeks, how black men haven't come to the party in terms of addressing gender-based violence. There's a lot of silence coming from that corner. I don't know if the silence is because you two are also, I know the sound. I'm doing it off my phone now, so the problem I think was the computer. So what I'm finding is that it's easy to discipline and tear down the women for this system. And this system, from the past couple of weeks, I've learned that men can use the system to oppress women. That's how far male privilege is going right now. Is that you can even get like a rapist use the legal system to silence his victims. In the same way we've seen how Kikaba could just use the Hawks to intimidate his wife. Just Soma used the Hawks, right? A big national structure, a justice structure, and can just be used by men. And we've seen how women have taken to social media with the Me Too campaign, Sue Us All campaigns, which shows that the system doesn't work for women. That's why women are going to social media and trying to use their voices, because the system doesn't work for us. If anything, the system will protect the rapist. the reputation of the rapist is more important than the fact that this person is a potential rapist. So guys, you're chatting to me. You're chatting to me. I'm gonna ignore you and talk, and then we're gonna chat later on when I've unpacked what I like. So what I'm seeing with the legal system is that the legal system was created by men, for men, to protect men. So here we are, rape victims, gender violence. We're like, oh my God. And we're going to the same people who are raping us to help us. So what's the way forward? You know, brothers, you keep saying not all men, not all. So what's the way forward? If not all men are rapists, if not all men are abusive, why are most women having had encountered rape? Why are most women having had encountered gender-based violence? Why is it that even stats show us that there are more women than men? So there are more rapes than the number of you guys, which means some of you are even doubling, tripling these numbers. That's what the numbers are saying. Like, this is what the numbers are saying. The numbers are saying that there's less men than women and still more women having experienced rape. So, logically speaking, it means that all you guys are rapists. And it means that the reason you're quiet is because you know that in the silence of your home, you're also a rapist. That's why you guys are quiet, isn't it? That's why you're quiet. That's why you can be like, oh no, but also men also experience gender-based violence. And I'll tell you what, guys, I know that men experience gender-based violence. I've seen it. But it's not anywhere close to the level that women are experiencing it. Nowhere close. So you're worrying me. Your mental space is worrying me, because if you see 2 lions coming chasing you and 98 lions coming chasing you, are you telling me you're going to focus on the 2 lions? The 2 lions are more danger to you than the 98 lions. Gents, are you that disgusting that you can't even own up to something filthy that you're doing and not trying to correct it? Instead, here you are gaslighting women and acting like it doesn't happen, and acting like, oh, we've also got problems. If you've also got problems, then set up your own sue us or set up your own Me Too campaigns so we can see that you've got problems. But don't hijack a legit cause because you are too much of a coward to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am a rapist. My kind is a rapist. My uncle is a rapist. My brother's a rapist. My father's a rapist. My son is a rapist. Because I, as a man, have done nothing. I've said nothing. And therefore, I own and deserve the title of a rapist. Because here I am raping women. Because that's what you're doing. You're raping women. Women are not raping themselves. But now here you are gaslighting us when we're trying to address the issue and talking about you also get raped. What the fuck is your problem, guys? Like, you're disgusting. You're disgusting. That's why great women are not married. Because the level that you are at is not good enough. That's why so many beautiful, powerful women are single. Because the level of what you men are bringing to the table is below average. I'd rather be alone than be carrying a dead weight of a man. South African men, you have failed us and you must know it. You have failed us and you must own it. You know, I'm so disgusted. I'm so disgusted in all of you. The silence and then the not all men, you're disgusting, man. Because when white people are saying, no, not all white people are racist, you understand that pain. You understand that this is gaslighting. But when women are saying that You guys are raping us. You're beating us up in our homes. You're busy on not all men. But yes, all men, because you're all quiet. So yes, all men are rapists. If you're quiet about rape, then you are a rapist. Own it. Own it. Because what's happening now is that you're attacking people who are standing up for victims. That's disgusting. How disgusting is our society now that we have reached a level where you're twirling for potential rapists. You're twirling for potential rapists. You're scared to own up and point and say that's a rapist. What's happening with our society, guys? What's the way forward? How are we going to move forward since the men are saying that they're not rapists, but the women are all raped? What's the way forward? I just want to understand. Because, you know, like, this new thing of yours now calling us toxic feminists, whatever. So who must protect the women? Because you failed your duties as men to protect women. So now we as women have to step up and protect our sisters because you have failed. You're a failure, black man. You're a failure. Your women are raped. They're abused because you are a failure and you can't own up to being a failure. That's the problem. You're taking out your frustration on the fact that you're a failure on black women. The fact that you can't confront white men and own your space as a king. Now you're abusing your power on black women because you're a coward, black man. Because you are a coward. That's why we are in this situation where now you can call feminists toxic. Because you haven't done your job as a man to protect women. Instead, you are a rapist. We don't know what has become of you. We don't know who you are anymore. Where are our brothers? What happened to you guys? No, man, fuck it. Fuck this gaslighting shit. I was watching documentaries on Harvey Weinstein and Ghislaine Epstein. These were predators in Hollywood, sexually harassing and raping girls for 20 years. Why? Because people like to twirl for rapists. That's why. So for 20 years, women kept getting raped because the community keeps quiet and looks the other way and says, oh, what a nice guy. He would never rape. She's lying. Now we've got hundreds of women who have been exposed to these predators because you guys keep quiet. I'm watching this documentary where people are like, oh, I'm so embarrassed to have worked with Harvey Weinstein. I mean, we knew, we kept asking, I wonder what lawyers he's going to pay this time. How much is, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because you don't speak. Now these powerful men can just use lawyers and navigate around the system that does not work for women. What's the way forward? I want to understand what is the way forward. It's Women's Month. The justice system does not work for us. We cannot report rapes because the system does not allow for us to report rapes. It allows for the rapist to go protect his reputational damage. That's what the system does. So what is the way forward? That's my question this morning. Since the men are quiet and it's not all men, what's the way forward? Since all the women are complaining saying you're rapists, what's the way forward, gents? I need to understand. Now you can comment. I'm open now. Now the comments are open. What's the way forward? Because women are getting raped, but you guys are not rapists. So, itin into it. Are we going to focus on the 2 lions or the 98 lions? Who are we focusing on? And when are you going to use your own voice to say, here are my problems as a man, and this is what I'm struggling with? Instead, you're hiding behind a corner saying, no, not all men. You're a fucking coward, man. You're a coward. That's why we don't want to marry you. That's why we're marrying outside. Because men outside are showing more manliness than you, South African man. You're the title holder of the biggest rapist in the world, and yet you still can't confront the fact that you are a rapist. We've got the highest rape statistics in the world. You guys are rapists. So what's the way forward? What's the way forward? Because I'm tired of seeing women being abused. I'm tired of seeing you guys gaslighting victims. I'm tired of seeing you guys taking victims to jail when you have raped them. What's the way forward? Commentani, guys. Commentani, because this thing where you like use the system, the justice system that's not working for women, but that's protecting rapists. The same one. The one you ever have you Weinstein where for 20 years someone can sexually harass girls for 20 years because he's a powerful man and nobody wants to own up. Tell me, guys. Speak. Can you chonge? But what's the way forward? Are we going to all these names that are coming up now? Are we going to wait 20 years for them to continue raping other girls before we actually make a stand? What's the way forward? What's the way forward with men abusing the legal system? Sibonumali Kikaba, live and direct right now. David Masondo, live and direct right now, abusing state resources and the legal system to abuse women. What systems can women use to abuse men? What systems can women use to protect themselves? Guys, speak. Because now you're acting like women have gone crazy. And there's a gender war that's coming now. We can see it. It's brewing. There's a gender war brewing in South Africa. And we don't know what's going to come of that gender war, but it's ugly. It's ugly. I saw a community that killed a man the other day. So I'm like, are you guys waiting for us to get to that point where we start killing you? Is that what you guys are waiting for? The system supports rapists and men. How are we going to change that? How are we going to empower women so that we don't get raped by you anymore? How do we protect women so we don't get beaten up by you anymore? You have abused the system, now it's working for you. And now women are even more vulnerable than they were before. So how do we fix this, guys? What's the way forward? What's the way forward? Women are also, men are also gender-based, what? Send to Lile Manj. And Kulume Guti, gender-based violence, any experience side where you don't even have hashtags. We've got to deal with hashtags every day. Because Nilanis Bulala every day, Nis Raper every day. But 116 women get raped in South Africa every day, guys. No, man. It's so sad that women have failed regarding this. Unfortunately, we cannot... Ah, damn. How do I do this now? Can't... The chat... Oh, there. Oh, there. Okay, it's so sad that we men have failed regarding this. Unfortunately, we cannot get the way forward as all... Why? You know, it just keeps saying... as all men failed already. Women have to take this up front anyhow they can. At first, I thought men should be allies in the fight, but the same allies are on it. I don't know now. We should protest nude as men. Maybe... Guys, it's more than about protesting nude. It's about beating up the men who are beating us up. It's about alienating and ostracizing the rapists. What happens now is that when somebody is called out as a rapist, you go, oh no, but it's innocent till proven guilty. Why would a person, a girl just out of her way, just be like, this person raped me? Guys, why are you more concerned with reputational damage? For me, if a celebrity name comes up on a rape list, I'm like, aye man, society, make this man account to why is he on such a list. When we have hailed you and put you on a platform and you are a role model, you will be held accountable to why are you on this list? What does it mean? You can't be abusing and intimidating people because you're on a list. We want to know why you are there. That is how community should be responding. We should be saying, Puti, okay, couch again, the legal system aside, why is it coming for you? Because you guys keep talking about fake rape, whatever. Have you noticed? I'm just going to, okay, let me just use a random example. Let's say YFM. There are so many male DJs working at YFM. So many. If it's normal for you to have a rape allegation over your head, why so many men at YFM don't have that allegation hanging over them? Why so many men at Metro FM don't have that allegation hanging over them? Why so many men working at Radio 2000 don't have that allegation? Why the allegation ilanda wena specifically? When do we start asking ourselves that? Because it's not normal, guys. Stop lying. It's not normal that everyone's getting accused of rape. If you are being accused of rape, it means uyakama. And it means the women are uncomfortable with the way you're treating them, and now sekonama him because of your behavior. That's how you get rape accusations, guys. It means that you are in some dark energy. Because let's not lie to ourselves, things don't just happen. The universe it hits you once, it says stop what you're doing. Then it goes, when I tell stop what you're doing. By the time it becomes a drama, guys, it's because the universe has told you many times to stop what you are doing. So this thing of yours where you're like, no, he could never, he's too nice. I'm worried about that. I'm worried about you guys not being able to say, hi man, Bafo, why is your name on this list? Everybody keep quiet. Why is your name on this list? Let's talk about it. How did your name end up on this list? Why is it on this list? Because you're a role model, our children are looking up to you. You have put yourself in the public arena to be held accountable to a certain standard. I mean, guys, even me, I'd love to be up to a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Okay, I see you guys commenting there. I would love to be a lot of shit. I'd love to post as I feel. I'd love to be messy. I'd love to be wild. I'd love to. But I know that I am responsible to young people following me. I know that I can't speak as I feel because I'm responsible to young people. Because I've said to South Africa, guys, I'm a role model. And here's my platform. I've created a platform. I've got an audience. And I'm going to behave in a manner that is inspiring for women. And that is leadership. Because that's what it is. When you're a public person, you've got some sort of responsibility, right? So you can't act as it is. So, Bafo, why are you on a list? And why can't we ask you why you are on a list? So I want to understand with you people. I really want to understand. I want to understand community. Why is it that when we see in smoke, we don't question the smoke? We hide away from the smoke. Why? I'm very uncomfortable with this. I'm uncomfortable with you men. I'm so uncomfortable with you men. You're cowards, man. You are cowards. You can't even own up to, man, you're cowards. I freaking give up on you. And I've been talking too much now. We've been talking for 24 minutes already. And I'm just so sick of it. You can continue commenting in the comments box. Guys, don't forget to let other people know about this channel. And please do subscribe. It's important that we have these conversations, these uncomfortable conversations, because that's how we're going to get better. This is how we're going to create a society where women are free to walk around how they like. Bumi, women do something to deserve that. I know it's not you who said that, but hey, why these comments as and I don't know how to keep them on. Okay, there. Okay, wait. Some guy actually said, men, we need to send these women to prison and not abuse or kill them, implying that women do something. I found that so disgusting. I saw that. I found that so disgusting. First of all, gents, why are you in denial of the fact that you're physically stronger than us? Why are you pretending? So, first of all, you abuse your physical strength. Then you abuse this legal system that you know was made to protect you. It wasn't made to protect us. The legal, that's why us rape victims, that's why we don't use it. Because it's not there for us. I mean, yesterday I watched Mac G's live podcast with Jackie Pamutsi. Please go check it out. And she's a strong woman. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Then towards the end of the podcast, Mac G's like, why don't you come out about who raped you? Then she's like, I can't do that. The system doesn't work for me. Like, and ngavele ngaphela amandla, guys. Because even me, I've been raped. I won't use the system. I'll just traumatize myself again. Why would I do that? Go put myself through this whole court thing where I must prove to you guys that I got raped when I know I got raped. What is that? You think that the system works for women. And then now here you are gaslighting them and like abusing them even further. Guys, I'm really, really, really like, I'm disappointed. I don't want a South African man. I can see how you're socialized. I can see how you don't give a shit about how much pain you've caused. Here you are gaslighting victims. I don't want to end up with a South African man. God, I pray every single day that you keep me safe from South African men. I pray every day because they are rapists. They look away when there's rape. They beat you up when you got a voice. Bayakulaya. Bakhohlakele. God save me from a South African man. I don't want to marry a South African man. I don't want to be in a relationship with a South African man because they're sick in a place that I can't even fix. The damage is too far gone. They themselves don't want to fix themselves. I mean, you see black women work on themselves. You see them read, you see them do meditations, you see them working on themselves. You don't see black men working on themselves. You see black men at Chisanyama. You see black men at the Shebeen. You see black men in rape lists. You see black men beating up women. You don't see black men working on themselves. So, no, I don't want to end up with a South African man. That would be the worst thing that could ever happen to me. Because South African men, you're in a dark space. You haven't owned up to it. Instead, you laugh and joke about the men's conference and you make jokes of it, whereas women are dying. Women are dying. You're still joking. You're still saying it's not me, it's not me. Women are dying. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'll see you guys in the comment sections. I don't want a South African man.